Welcome to New Hampshire Motor Speedway, everybody. We're today racing in the NASCAR Heat 2 Monster Energy Cup Series. So, from my home track, go wicked fast, restart zone, green flags, stage 1 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. From the pole, here we go. Trying to avoid those guys making contact with us from behind. Don't want no sneaky rear end damage on this car. Down the backstretch we come at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, holding on to our lead so far. Put a lot of work into the setup on this car today to make sure we would have a really good showing for my home track. I actually spent the, I went down to New Hampshire for a week, up to New Hampshire for a week I should say. It's a state right next to mine. But I went to New Hampshire for a week, saw the race for the Xfinity Series, the Modifieds, and K&M Pro Series. I ended up seeing 4 races total, qualifying for everything. It was an absolutely awesome experience. I've been here numerous times before, but I spent a lot of time studying the way the cars run around the track, and you know, implemented it for this video. So, I mean, I know we didn't have the best of races in the Xfinity Series, kind of more of an embarrassment of a race, but that's perfectly fine. I just, you know, put it all into it, and here we are. We're running from the pole today. Great race now in front of the front stretch. I sat right up there to the right, about 25 seats up, because I thought that had the best view. Whoa, slide job, Bush, slide job. Almost, but not quite. Held on to it, pushed it really hard that turn. Now, I could push this car harder, I should add. I just am not. I'm not going to push this car any harder than we have to. Holding on to it still here. Sorry about that, I have a cough. So more precisely right here, up 25 seats, because I was able to see everything I want. Now, you're probably wondering, you said go wicked fast, restart zone when you started the race. Why? Now, I know it's not animated, or it's not on the track in NASCAR Heat 2, but in real life it is. The restart zone has go wicked fast, restart zone, go wicked fast, restart zone. And I thought it was, I just loved it for some reason. I don't know why, but I just liked it, so it's my new thing I'm going to say when we're at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Go wicked fast, restart zone. I'm pretty sure they don't have it, at least. I'll check real quick. Yeah, no, they don't have it, not whatsoever. There we are. Sorry about that, guys. We're actually running a league race tonight, which will be live on the channel, which you will have already missed when you see this video, but it is going to be up there from Homestead, Miami. You can be sure to catch the video on replay on the channel, however. If you're watching this and you've not seen it already, it should be a wicked good race. Hold on to 1.4 second lead on Kyle Busch right now. Making up to top 5, we got ourselves in first place. Kyle Busch making up in second place. Still trying to catch up, not quite. Drew Johnson in third, 2.2 seconds back. Chase Elliott, 2.4 seconds back, with Denny Hamlin in 5th, making up top 5. He's 2.5 seconds behind us. Jimmy Johnson and Chase Elliott both had pretty good races at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. I know I usually do these races a day or two beforehand, but you know, it gets a little bit difficult when you're busy with life and you're seeing the race in person, but I uploaded videos from the race to my YouTube channel, so I made up for not uploading those days. Nearly a 2-second lead here. We're going to have 2 laps to go at the line this time by at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for stage 1. Still holding on to the lead pretty well here, running a 30.8 last lap. Car got a little bit loose and squirrely that turn, but not too big of a deal. I absolutely love this track, but it is a really difficult track. It might be one of the most difficult tracks to race at, by my opinion. I mean, and by a lot of the racers' opinions. I mean, you watch them with the wheel at New Hampshire, it's all over the place. You're going to find yourself turning right a lot more than left on these turns, like right here. That happens a lot in real life. That sort of a thing right there. I didn't want to overcorrect it or scorch my tire, so I didn't save it too hard. White flag is out at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for stage 1. Can we hold on to it for 1 mile? 1.08 miles if you want to be statistical. Down the backstretch we come at New Hampshire by the campers on the right. Now up into the final turn at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for stage 1. It looks like we're going to hold on to it. A great performance in stage 1 for our number 28704 game Chevrolet. We're going to win stage 1 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Round of applause. Be sure to subscribe, click the notification bell if you've not done so already. Leave a comment and like below, share out the video. There's a NASCAR Heat 3 giveaway, by the way, if you're not aware of that, when NASCAR Heat 3 comes out, as soon as I have money to give it to you guys. Alright, make it through the pit, make it through the race. We're going to have to pit here, take a half can of fuel. No tires. We'll save repair damage for whatever reason, but no real need. We'll go with that wedge adjustment. We'll take it, and we'll keep the tape there. That's actually not where it is, so we'll adjust it down to that. Alright, here we go. We held first place. Restart zone, go wicked fast. Green flag is out. Stage 2 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. all the gears gone through. Into turn 1 we go. Hopefully keep those guys behind us and not get rear-ended and get some rear-end damage. This car is really revolving on that downforce. That rear downforce, I should say, so I cannot afford to be hit and damaged heavily. Here we go. About to complete lap 1 under green in stage 2. Holding on to our lead so far. Full throttle down the front stretch. Hello to the stands. We're going to lead lap 1 in stage 2. 8 laps to go in stage 2. Not bad. A little bit loose coming into turn 1. Right underneath us is where the cars go underneath and the trucks with the race cars. You know, the truck trailers, those big trailers you can see in there over there. I pointed, you guys can't tell that. But the guys in there, they go underneath the underground passage into the racetrack, which we just drove over in turn 1. Also with the campers who have the infield passes, they go through there. And the other cool thing they do, which I'll point out, knowing this track so well, they bring down stairs right from the start-finish line to the pits, so you can go from the stands into the racetrack if you have the infield passes. Chase Elliott going for dive bomb. Whoa, Elliott. I had to slam the brakes there. Trying to keep his car perfectly clean here. Go underneath Elliott here this time. Elliott really wanted first place there. He made a move and a half. Kind of did it back to him. Slide job right back to Elliott. We're going to reclaim first place here. Didn't lose a lap in first place. We've led every lap so far. And we're going to lead with 6 laps to go in stage 2. Hopefully we can pull off a clinic here. Sweep the whole race. Stage 1, 2, and 3. Lead every lap. That'd be absolutely awesome. Really putting it together for this race. I didn't put this much effort into the Xfinity Series race. And I almost raced it like a joke. Holding on to a 1 second lead, currently making up the top 5. We got ourselves in first. Chase Elliott in second, following back about a second behind us. Denny Hamlin in third, about 2 seconds back with Brad Keselowski, about 2 seconds back as well. Keselowski and Hamlin battling it out right now. Joe Logano in fifth, making out the top 5. He's about 1.7 seconds behind us. Brad Keselowski is passed by Joe Logano back there. Try to reserve our tires a little bit here. If you're wondering why our lead is not continuously expanding, this is a loose setup, produces some hot tires. As you can see, about 220 degrees that lap when we actually pushed it. We got to juice those tires up to last the whole race. There's 4 laps to go in stage 2. Whoa, a little bit loose that time. A little bit loose. Down the backstretch we go once again. That New Hampshire Motor Speedway sign right there is actually a Monster Energy sign right now. Just figured I'd point that out. And in the Xfinity Series race, that stand right there is closed because not enough people to use it. But there's a lot more people at this track than it seems. A lot of people hang out underneath the stand and watch the race because you can see it from in there. Through the underneath of the stands. A lot of people always at the entertainment area too. Have a NASCAR Turn It Up segment. Alright, we'll turn to the live commentary. White flag is out in stage 2 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. As you saw, we hit 160 down the backstretch last turn. We're holding on to a significant lead right here, making up the top 5. How it's going to finish in stage 2. We got ourselves in first, Chase Elliott in second, Denny Hamlin in third, Logano in fourth, and Clint Boyer in 5th place here. Let's see how it finishes out. Stage 2 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, loose on the last turn. We're going to come to the start-finish line and win stage 2 with Chase Elliott in second, Denny Hamlin in third, Joey Logano in 4th, and Clint Boyer in 5th. Followed up by Daniel Suarez in 6th, Kyle Larson in 7th. We're going to take 10 stage points. Once again, no need to pit. Behind Kyle Larson, we had Jamie McMurray in 8th, Eric Jones in 9th, and Kurt Busch in 10th place, rounded up to top 10. All the people in it for stage points. Alright, let's get ready for stage 3, everybody. Here we go. Go wicked fast. Restart zone. Go wicked fast. Restart zone. Stage 3. Green flag out at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Here we go. 18 laps to go at the race. I'm going to really fly into the turn with a lot of speed this time. I really don't want to get rear-ended. Those guys fly up lap 1 of the stages. Always on those restarts especially. They really get it going. They try to make all their progress up they can. But we're going to blow them away successfully there. Chase Elliott lost 2nd place to Denny Hamlin. Kyle Larson all the way up from 7th to 4th place here. In the top 5 now. Good for him. Logano chilling out in 5th place. There's a 1 second spread between 1st and 5th place. Completing lap 1 in stage 3. Holding on to 1st place. We've led every lap so far at this race. I should remind you guys just randomly, this is a 105 speed rating race with no assists as usual. I did run a fully custom setup for this race to win my home track. It is my absolute dream to race in one of these things at this track in my life. It's just an absolute dream. Here in Daytona, if I could just run 2 races in a part-time contract, those are the 2 tracks I'd choose. If I had a choice, it'd be New Hampshire Motor Speedway and Daytona. 16 laps to go here in stage 3. You can feel that the right tire's falling off a little bit. They are reading down at 71 on that right front, 80 for the right rear, and the left front and left rear are about the same in the 85 range. Down the front stretch, we come in front of the grandstands once again, leading yet another lap. 15 laps to go in stage 3. 15 laps left in the race. Gonna go full throttle here. Loop it a little bit to make sure we make it around that turn. Car is riding good there. We got our tires hot. They're sticking to the ground, these slicks. Trying to keep ourselves on the black. It's where you get the best grip in real life. I don't really know if it makes much of a difference in NASCAR heat too, but it did seem to there. We skipped off it a little bit and lost some traction. Glad to see they simulated that. 14 laps to go in stage 3. A little bit loose, screeching these tires up quite a bit right now. Got really loose off that turn. I tried something different and it did not go perfectly, to say the least. Really flying to the turn this time to ensure that we don't get rear-ended by Hamlin. That was a good save on us there. That happened a lot when I watched the race in real life, especially from the stand. You could see it. Turns are just a really hard part of this track, especially exiting, which is where I've been having the issues. Ooh. Oh, and we've just been tapped. We're around. The AI just spun us out at New Hampshire. We're fine. Light aero damage, but it's not going to take us out. That's fine. I'm not too worried about it. This, it is kind of having some impacts on the car. Car is having some trouble now. We'll see what we can get done here. We're back to 20th place. They just straight up spun us out there. I'll definitely remember that later. We're getting stuck drifting around these turns with this aero damage on the car. Not good. Not good. Try to get by Eric Almirola here. We're going to have somewhere near 12 laps to get up to the front. Try to work under Menard if we can. Trying hard. Menard's slower than us, unfortunately. Work that draft on Menard. There's 11 laps to go. So we have to make up about 2 passes per lap, which I guess we're on progress to do. It seems. We might get it done. We'll see. If we make another pass here, we'll be up into the clear. I'm getting so stuck drifting around this turn with that rear end aero damage. Remember what I said earlier in this race about how important that downforce is on this car, especially with how loose of a setup it is. I really meant it. By Bowman there, drifting into the turn, a little tap on Suarez. Trying our best to make as many passes as we can here. Really loose off the turns. Thread the needle. Oh, loose, 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 loose. Okay, shoved out of the line. Into the wall. Car just snapped loose on us out of nowhere there. I'd like to say we have to pit, but I'm not going to. Alright guys, I chose the pit. NASCAR overtime, restart zone, go wicked fast, restart zone. Green flag is out. We got fresh tires, they have old tires. Their tires are so old, you gotta hope that we just have some shot of getting in there with our newer tires. That's the whole hope. Dirt tracking around that turn. Down low. Trying something out here. Up quite a few positions actually. Not count ourselves out yet. I don't think I've ever made up this many positions at once in my life. This will be the craziest comeback if we win this race. There's a shot though. Don't count it out. There is a chance. We gotta run right now. This is the last shot at it. Can we make it happen? The biggest dive bomb in the history of NASCAR. Not gonna work. Into the wall. New Hampshire Motor Speedway. A top 5 finish for our car. What about that from 40th to 4th in 2 laps? We got screwed by the AI. We didn't win my home track, but I got no complaints about that. I mean, they straight up came into us and slammed us. Straight up screwed us over. Ended our race just like that. I had terrible damage. I had to pit. Sent to the back of the field with not enough laps left to get to the front. It is what it is. But anyways, guys, sure leave a like, rate, and subscribe below. Click that notification bell if you've not done so already. And yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, but it was a fun race. I enjoyed it. Can't wait for NASCAR Heat 3. Hopefully the AI will be a lot better. Remember, we got the NASCAR Heat 3 Career Mode Series coming September 7th this year. We'll start in the Dirt Series and work our way all the way up to the Cup Series, so that should be absolutely awesome. Anyways, guys, like I said, be sure to subscribe, click that notification bell. See you in the next video, and until next time.